As the title states, thank you, Jack. Twitter, and more than likely specifically Twitter's support staff, for cutting through the fluff and the hyperbole of, I guess you might say, in my last video presentation to you. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for understanding the primary point of web accessibility that I was trying to make. As many may know, I addressed these concerns via Twitter as well as YouTube, and it had to do with hashtags. And it's been brought to my attention through a friend that ended up doing a little bit of research that as the evening and night progressed, or early this morning, it seems like the issues may have been resolved. Now, this is what I was talking about with regards to web accessibility. For those that are unfamiliar, you can go get a brief overview at the W3C Web Accessibility Initiative titled Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, WCAG for short, the acronym. There's an overview there. And for those that may be logging or following along, I posted this video yesterday that was a mirrored copy of my Periscope on the YouTube, at the YouTube channel. And it actually, thanks again, because it allowed me to utilize a couple of tools along with your platform to see how we might be able to integrate Periscope into web educational websites that are accessible in much the same way that it's possible to do so with YouTube. And the fact that you have, you know, in my opinion, at least at this point, with this obsolete device, the streaming and video, as long as you can keep a signal, is superior, as well as the fact that when you use Periscope, the video will download into your device, which you can use later. The one problem I find is that when you go in landscape mode, no matter what you do, the videos come up sideways when you attempt to use them on or upload them to YouTube, either to, you know, piece together, use segments, or in whole. Which I found an app, and I'm sorry that I didn't, but I tinkered around a long time yesterday to find an app that could just simply flip the video. And fortunately or unfortunately, just as an FYI to anyone that might follow along after I made my thank you address, I tried a whole bunch that could just simply flip it. And that was very, very difficult, and once again I will try to address that when I re-upload this. But the conversion time to flip it seems to take as much time as the video itself. In the case of my last video, it was about 20 minutes, and it took about 20 minutes for it to flip it. But then it downloaded it, and it was very nice. It came out pretty good. So I would like to, just for the record, go through the web pages once again. Oh, excuse me, that has something to do with something else. To note that I did go check them very fast, and it seems like from the non-logged in browser, which, oh, it looks like there's a couple of more comments, and I don't believe those are mine. It looks like they are available. But for completeness, what I would like to do is utilize the exact same browser that I did yesterday, that had gone stale. And let me go down a little bit so you can see the URL bar here. And as you can see, all of the pages are blank or fresh. So what we're going to do is we'll go through them, and we'll be able to see the refreshed version. And I'll start at the back end here. Oh, that is not the one. That was a follow-up. That was a follow-up. So we'll close that. As we can see, the cult stream is now available, and there goes my message to Jack. And it looks like everything is there. And then, so that one is addressed, cult stream. Thank you very much, Jack and Twitter support. Let's see, crowd grifters. Once again, I'm not logged in. There is no login here. It looks like it is now publicly accessible. Therefore, my previous tweets are there. Thank you. Crowd grifter. Yes, indeed. After a page refresh, right now live, it looks like everything is there. There goes my last one. Real quick, let's check and see. Yes. Now, this is now unshadow banned. My comments to the general public. Thank you very much. Crowd grifting. Hashtag crowd grifting. Yes, indeed. It is available on this non-logged in browser. Crowdsource the money. Once again, in fact, it has been the potential glitch has been resolved. Thank you very much again, Twitter and Jack and Twitter support. And there's George Webb. And there's CS The Truth. And I can get to Trish's page. She just blocked me, so that's no big deal. What I would like to do is check web of questions, because I noticed that that was not in one of these windows. Yes, indeed, the web of questions hashtag is now publicly accessible. And I will wrap that up by once again saying thank you very much to Jack, which I'm certain that maybe, maybe you got involved. Maybe you didn't. But in the case that you did, I would like to thank you once again for your support in making sure that whatever glitch had transpired between my hashtags and possibly your automated filtering mechanisms has allowed them to remain or become once again web accessible. For that, I thank you and have a good evening. And to everyone else, and you included, peace and love.